Okay, hello students. We are dealing with the database, and the series of lecture is all about the database. Right, till now we have seen there are various, what is database, there are various categories of database. So in that categories we have seen that there are certain types of categories based on which kind of structure is which kind of data is being stored. So in that category only the structural database are belongs to. Means if the type of structure, if the type of data is all about the structure of that particular thing, then it is called as a structural database. Usually this database are of protein. So in structural database categories there are two common database. There is PDB जिसको कहते हैं protein data bank and cath, right? So we will see both of this structural database in a deep, right? First one is PDB, that is protein database. As the name suggests, it is PDB is protein data bank. So from this name you can understand that in this database you will have pure information about protein, and that information will be the structural information, right? Not the sequence of amino acid or anything. The structural information will be there in the protein data bank. Okay, now what are the characteristics of the database? First of all we will learn. If you need to learn any database, we should focus on few things, like what is the governing body of that database, if there is a history of that database. Second thing, what system they are using, what are the data and what are the characteristics of data they are storing. And second thing, whenever you observe the data, what kind of information you will get. These 3 points should be covered in any kind of database, then you will have a full knowledge of that database. So like that, this PDB is a archive, or I should say it is a collection of experimentally determined 3-dimensional structure of any biological molecule, that is a protein, right? So in this protein database, any researcher from any corner of the world, if they are working on certain protein and they found through certain techniques the 3D structure of protein, they can upload this data in protein data bank, that is PDB. They can after their analysis and validation, their data of regarding certain protein will be published. They can be retrieved by any other scientist also, and if there is a error in that, they can change it also. Okay, now this PDB, that is protein data bank, who is the governing body? So this is governed by this was established in 1971, and that is governed by Research Collaboratory for Structural Bioinformatics, that is RCSB. RCSB is the organization which govern this PDB, that is protein data bank. Okay, this is a official website of this PDB, that is rcsb.org. You can just search it, you will have this page, that is protein data bank. Okay, now this RCSB primarily help to deposit the structure of to the PDB, that is protein data bank. Any researcher can deposit their structure of their protein, right? After they submit it, they will check for the format, they will check the structural file, right? If if all the data which is estimated by the particular scientist, their conclusion is checked. If checking is done and the structure and evaluation and prediction of that particular scientist is correct, that is called as a validation test. That validation is done by this RCSB, that so and so depositor has submitted this data, they have checked it. If that data is correct, then they will be uploaded in specific structural file. After uploading that data on the website, I should say after publishing that data on the website, they can be seen by other scientists. So these are the steps of RCSB process, that if you have any data regarding protein structure, you need to submit it to the PDB. You need to show them a supporting file of any technique which you have used. They will validate it first and then they will publish it. Okay, what they required? They required the structure of protein elucidated in X-ray crystallography format and NMR. Both of this method must be submitted by the researcher. Second thing, whatever you are submitting, that should be in certain file, and that file is called as MMCIF file, macromolecular crystallographic information file. The format which they accepting are this, that is MMCIF. Once you have this with your data, you can submit it to the RCSB. See, this is a second thing. As we have learned about database, you can store the data, you can retrieve the data, right? You can update the data and you can share the data. So this is about the uploading, that is storing of the data. Second, if we wish to retrieve it on this PDB website, you can directly write your query here. If you can search it, if you wish to deposit your data, you can deposit your data through this. If you wish to search your data, you can search your data through this by just inputting the query, and visualization, analyzation. If you want to download it, you can also download it from the website. This is deposition procedure. You need to prepare the data as we have discussed. You need to validate the data, right? After it, the deposition of process, it will be published. Next is searching. There are various options of searching. This is what called as a hierarchy organization, properly managed website, right? We have seen that ideal characteristics of any database. So it is properly managed and boxed properly. Okay. If you search anything, they will show you certain result according to your query, and that result will have a specific number that is called as a PDB number. It is just like a accession number, a unique number which is given to every submission. If you click on it, you will get this all the information data. Here you can see which method they have used, X-ray crystallography, what is resolution, what is R value, what is R value for work, everything we will get on this website. Okay, once you search it. Now what description of every protein you will get, which compound is that, ये यहाँ पे जो हमने डिस्कस किया है उसकी बात है, ये क्या क्या इंफॉर्मेशन आपको दिखेगी. सो कंपाउंड कौन सा है, ऑथर कौन सा है, एक्सपेरिमेंटल मेथड कौन सी यूज की है, इज देयर एनी क्लासिफिकेशन, कहाँ से उस प्रोटीन को हमने आइसोलेट किया था, कहीं पे अगर आपने उसको साइट किया है तो, और कौन सी डेट को आपने उसको डिपोजिट किया था, ये सारी चीजें आपको यहाँ पे मिलेगी. देखो, दिस इज अ डेट ऑफ डिपोजिशन, दिट इज अ डेट ऑफ रिलीज, ये किसने सबमिट किया था उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन है, कहाँ से है, सोर्स वो है, ऑर्गेनिज्म कौन सा है उसके बारे में है, क्लासिफिकेशन मीन्स ये प्रोटीन है तो अगर वो किसी क्लास को बिलोंग करता है तो कौन सा क्लास है, ये DOI नंबर किसी पब्लिकेशंस को दिया जाता है तो उसके बारे में है, एंड दिस इज अ यूनिक PDB नंबर. So everything of that protein will be there, and this all will be managed by PDB, that is protein database. Let's have a short revision. PDB, that is protein data bank, it is an archive of 3D structure of protein that is governed by RCSB, established in 1971. This is the procedure of submission. You need to submit your data in the form of files, specific files. Once you submit it, it will be evaluated. After evaluation, if they find that whatever data you are submitting is correct, they will publish it. Then this is how you can retrieve the data when you need, or you can submit the data. This is about PDB. So if the question is asked, explain structure, now again the student who is preparing for the subjective exam, if the question asks explain detail regarding PDB, you need to mention these titles, that what is the introductory part, what is the process of submission, what is the description is obtained after you retrieve the data, right? This is only about PDB. There is protein data bank, which is a depository of protein 3D structure are obtained. If you are watching this video for the knowledge purpose, PDB, if you are working on any protein, you need to deal with the PDB. So for PDB, you need to go with the RCSB website. That is outcome of learning this observing this video. Once you get the detail regarding protein, you can analyze it in future. If you wish to submit it, you can also submit it in this PDB website. Practically how to retrieve this PDB, I will prepare a separate video for that. This is just about the PDB. You should know if you have the structure from if you have files from PDB, in which format it is obtained, and the process behind every download, right? So this is how this video will help you. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe it. Okay, thank you.